Talking about tigers means talking about India. There are over 50 national parks or tiger reserves in India, which has got tigers. But when it comes to tigers, in everyone's minds, the first place it comes is Ranthambhore. The park is very scenic and it's full of surprises, like this magnificent fort here, which was built by the Chauhan dynasty in 13th century. Apart from that, the lakes around this fort are the home for tigers. This is a family of a tigress called Sakti. She's got a litter of three cubs and she's raising them very well. Her territory is on zone number 4 and the area is very beautiful. It has got a lot of water around, there are small streams, and this particular area is her favorite. Most of the time, she keeps her cubs around this water hole. Even when she goes out hunting, she leaves the cubs around this water hole. So, this is their favorite place where family rest during midday as it's getting hot now. So, most of the time, they spend their day around this water hole. This is one of Shakti's male cow, and even during the day when rest of the family is resting or sleeping, he's still restless. He doesn't like to sleep. He's always awake and keeps an eye on everything going around. Like during the midday, as the birds are coming to drink in this heat, he keeps an eye on everything. So he's like a guard in the family. He's also a bit adventurous. He's got his own pool nearby where he likes to spend most of his time. By spending his time alone, away from his family, does not mean he's the king. He's still got a lot to learn. And there are other creatures, like this brown fish owl, has got its roost right above his pool and his droppings. I was just good enough to make him distract. As you can see, the rock is full of the owl's poo. So he walks out of the pool and he decides to chase him off. He tries to climb the tree, but the tigers are not designed for it. Even when they are small, it's not their job to climb a tree. So he returns back and he decides to make his way back to the place where two of his siblings are resting up in the hills. And that's where the big trouble lies. Not for them, but for the owl. The brown-footed owl has got its nest right below where these siblings are resting. Here we go. The mother gets worried when all three of them get together. She looks up, but the cubs has got no interest in them. They are just resting and waiting for their mother's instruction till she comes back and tells them what to do. But this young male is different. He doesn't care for anyone. He just decides to explore. He takes his own decision. He just went down, and then there's a grassland nearby on the edge of the water. He tried to explore that. There were some cheetahs grazing, which he got interested in, but he's got a lot to. As we say, in Tiger's world, the mother is everything. You got to learn everything from her. So when he explores everything and doesn't get succeed in anything, he tries to come back to his family, where the rest of his siblings are resting. Bhalu, or a sloth bear, is a very strong animal in the Indian jungles. It's an omnivore creature which feeds on berries, honey, termites, his favorite food. During the winter months, there are a lot of wild fruits in a place like Ranthambhore, but in this heat, there are very less fruiting trees. So he's completely dependent on termites. And the termite mounds become rock solid. But his claws are designed for it. As you can see, he's ripping them open like anything. But he's got no idea that there's a family of tiger nearby. He's just busy doing his job. But the minute he realized that there are four tigers nearby, he immediately sneaks away into the forest. If there was like one tiger, he could have stand up for him. They're like amazing creatures, very strong animals. This is another tigress called Riddhi. She is young, she's just about 4 years old, and her territory is on zone number 3 and some part of zone number 4. Near this lake called Rajwak, and there's this family of sambar grazing. The sambar comes during the midday to graze in this lake, and that's where Riddhi's got her chance to hunt. So she gets up, scans the lake, and the sambar are at the far end, here, like on the other side of the lake. So she waits for a moment and plans what to do next. So she decides to walk off to get around the other side of the lake. She comes up, walks up, and the trouble is there's not much to hide. So she uses the tourist vehicles as a hide. She goes around, sits up on the lake, and scans. But by then, the Sambars have gone because they also realize when they see too many tourist vehicles gathering, they just leave. They know there is something missing. So she uses another technique. She enters into the grassland, and that's where the spotted deer comes to graze. So now it's a sit and wait game. So she sits down in the grassland, hides herself, completely camouflaged. A tiger might have to wait for a long time to hunt, and they need to get really close to their prey so they can just get it in one or two leap. The deer gathers into the grassland. There's a big herd, but they are all alert, and today they have the monkeys, the langur monkeys accompanying them. So Siddhi has to wait to get her prey like really close. But the young langurs have got like really keen eye and they're higher up in the trees. So any movement in the grass, they would get a warning call, and that would be the end of her hunt. And the langurs also benefits the deers in other way. They drop a lot of food which the deers can pick up and feed. But there is a more successful hunter, a leopard, had just killed a spotted deer nearby. Because of their smaller size and they're really quick, so that's why the leopard is more successful hunter than a tiger. So the Riddhi actually gets failed, and for today she just has to live on water. Tomorrow is another day.